Okay, so now we're on to time lost in error, or TLE. Alright? This is when they really start to see how much time is wrapped up in actually finding the right price, okay? And one of the things that the sellers seem to have a pretty good understanding of intuitively is that the longer you sit on the market, the less likely you are going to sell. The more likely you're going to have people think that there's something wrong with your property, and the more likely you're going to get lowballed. Okay, so this figure ends up being really very compelling to them because they see where this time goes and how it's basically just frittered away without too much thought. So we calculate the time lost in error. It's very simple. All your MLSs are going to give you the average days on market. Okay, so let's say the average days on market in our example is 100 days. Okay, now you've gone through and you've looked at the listing history report and you calculated out the average days at price. Okay, and in our example, we calculated out the average days at price as 15. Okay, so all we're doing is we're just subtracting one from the other, and we get our time lost in error. Okay, in this scenario, average time lost in error is 85 days. All right, so if you were selling your home, and just by having the correct information, you could save yourself 85 days worth of time on market, and the potential money loss associated with the perception that's created in the buyer community as far as what's wrong with the home. Would that be compelling to you? If you could actually see these figures and go, oh geez, most people, they've spent 85 days just finding that darn right number, whereas we've got it right here in front of us. Let's go ahead and save 85 days. Let's save 85 days that we can't get back just by making the right decision. Okay? So we've got this time lost in error figure that is really simple to tease out just by taking the average days on market and the average days of price and subtracting the two. Okay? Gives you your time lost in error. It's a really good one. It presents right along with your days at price. Okay? And it kind of further deepens the idea that there's lots going on that they're not aware of, and that you've got all of these answers. You've got these hidden figures that you can give to them and help them have a more successful move because of your expertise. It goes so far in creating this impression that you are an absolute top shelf expert. And it doesn't take much. We're not talking about physics here. We're not talking about it being a statistical whiz. Most of this is just addition and subtraction, maybe a little bit of percentages, something that you can do with an average calculator. You don't need to use one of those crazy scientific calculators that you had in high school. This is just basic math. And all of the cornerstone figures are there in the MLS for you to calculate this out.